Alright, so we have a couple new clips for Avatar: The Way of Water that I'll be breaking down in 2 separate videos, but be warned that even though these were shared to promote the movie, they do contain mild spoilers for the movie itself. That aside, in this video, I'll be breaking down the new footage we got of Recom Quaritch as part of a Spanish TV spot. So actually, in this first new shot, we get a different angle of the Sully family traveling to the Metkayina tribe. We saw one very similar to this in the first teaser, with Jake looking towards someone on his right hand side. Next we get a new look at Jake in his battle outfit and war paint. Behind him could be any number of different RDA buildings, but I'm actually thinking it could be the train that we saw derail in one of the most recent trailers. This could be before they sabotage that train, most likely. But now we start getting new looks at Recom Quaritch. Here we see Quaritch and more of his Recom soldiers getting dropped into the rainforest, I'm guessing early on in the movie. Up next is probably the most interesting footage. We see Recom Quaritch watching a video log of human Quaritch, and he states, "If you're watching this, we have been brought back in the form of our enemy. Their size, their strength, their speed." As we hear this dialogue, they flash a couple of other scenes. We see what looks to be Quaritch waking up in his Recom avatar body for the first time, which seems to disprove my previous theory that he was probably the very first Recom, since we see him waking up alongside one behind him to the right, but to the left we see a Recom already dressed in RDA attire. Maybe they wanted to make sure it worked before attempting to bring back Quaritch. And obviously this is a callback to Jake waking up for the first time in his avatar body in the first movie. We also see him and the other Recoms as they look to be capturing the Sully kids, including Spider. This is the precursor to the forest scene at night, which they showed during D23, when Neytiri and other Navis come and rescue the kids, except Spider, which is then referenced by Jake when he claims Quaritch had them under his knife, and that they still have Spider. We next see what might be the final battle between Jake and Quaritch. They initially struggle with knives in their hands, but then Quaritch manages to kick Jake back. They look to be battling on one of the ships, maybe even the Sea Dragon mothership. In an interview with Fandango, Stephen Lang teased that him and Jake fought with chains in their hands, so that could happen before or after this shot here. But it's interesting that we get this juxtaposition between Quaritch and Kiri. Both seem to be products of the theme of reincarnation, one mechanical in terms of Quaritch, and one natural or spiritual in the form of Kiri. And both of their current selves watch video logs left behind by their past human selves. And now we know Quaritch was aware that this was going to possibly happen, as it was most likely referred to as Project Phoenix at the time, which is what we've seen on their vests. We then get a shot of Quaritch saying "outstanding," another callback to the first movie, when Jake said the same line. Lastly, we get a couple more shots of skimwing action, as one comes out of the water to attack the RDA jet boat. Can't tell if this is Tonowari about to throw a spear, but in this last shot, this does clearly show Tonowari fiercely about to throw a spear. But those are all the new shots in the Spanish TV spot. If you noticed anything I didn't, please let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.